California Tomato Farmers is a cooperative of tomato farming families who are committed to a high standard of growing tomatoes with an emphasis on food safety, social responsibility, and environmental stewardship. The warm days and cool nights in California provide just the right temperatures to produce meaty tomatoes with lots of flavor. Jeff Dolan, a California tomato farmer, explains how watering tomatoes affects the end result.
The technology that we use today is a whole lot different than it was even 25 years ago when I started working full-time out here. We now have GPS technology that allows us to make our furrows much straighter and more efficient. We can sit there with weather stations out in our fields and monitor the weather, the moisture in the soil, and all that through telemetry. So there's a lot more technological breakthroughs that have happened, just like the rest of the world, that have really impacted how we farm tomatoes today. And then when we water them, that's really a real key component to growing tomatoes. It's not just how much you water, but it's when you water. And we don't water necessarily every single day. And as we get closer to harvest, we like to shut our water off pretty early, actually, and that helps firm the tomatoes up, and it makes them, gives them that extra little bit of flavor and the extra little bit of firmness.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're making Tex-Mex stuffed baked California tomatoes using California field-grown tomatoes. This traditional side dish has been given a makeover by adding jalapeno, coriander, and chili. Let's get started. Start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Slice off the top quarter of each tomato and chop, discarding the core. Field-grown California tomatoes are perfect for slicing, dicing, and chopping. They work well with this dish because of their meaty texture. They hold up well when stuffed. Scoop out the seeds and pulp of the tomatoes. The leftover seeds and pulp are great to use in pasta sauce, soup, or stock. Leave a 1/3 of an inch rim inside the tomatoes, then set them aside in a baking dish. Next, heat the oil in a large frying pan over a medium heat. Add in the onion, garlic, and jalapeno and stir until soft, about 3 minutes. Next, stir in the rice, chopped tomato, chili powder, and oregano. Stir in the coriander, hot pepper sauce, and all but 1/4 cup of cheese. Fill the tomatoes with the mixture and sprinkle with the remaining cheese. Bake until the tomatoes are hot and the cheese turns a nice golden color, about 25 to 30 minutes. You can find this recipe online at ctf-canada.com.